The clinic sat in the Swiss Alps. Pristine, exclusive Villa Eternus, where science meets immortality. Founded 2016 by Drive Helena Volkov, Russian-born physician. Harvard Medical School, 20 years anti-aging research. Published papers on cellular regeneration. Celebrity clients, billionaire waiting list. The promise was simple. Extend your life 20 to 30 years through cutting-edge treatments, stem cell therapy, genetic modification, cellular regeneration. Cost $50 million per patient. Payment upfront, results guaranteed. Over 8 years, Villa has treated 147 patients. Ultra-wealthy, ages 60 to 90, all desperate to live longer, all willing to pay anything. And according to Dr. Volkov's published results, treatments worked. Patients showed remarkable improvement. Biological age reversing, energy increasing, health markers improving. We're defeating aging, Dr. Volkov told medical conferences. Our protocols represent breakthrough in longevity science. Peer review is ongoing, but results speak for themselves. Except the results were built on horror. The treatments worked, but not because of science. Because of blood, young blood, organs from young donors, bone marrow, stem cells, all harvested from kidnapped teenagers and young adults. 230 victims over 8 years, aged 16 to 22, taken from streets worldwide, held in underground facility beneath the clinic, drained, harvested, murdered. We're vampires, one clinic staff member who later cooperated told investigators. But instead of drinking blood, we transfuse it. Instead of biting necks, we transplant organs. Rich old people consuming youth of poor young people literally. This is Operation Eternal Night, when Interpol discovered that longevity clinic wasn't extending life through science. It was stealing life from the young and giving it to the old. And when international law enforcement prepared to raid, they faced nightmare scenario. 12 patients were currently under anesthesia receiving transplants from 12 young donors. If raid went wrong, everyone on operating tables could die. If you support Interpol agents who stop medical vampirism, hit like right now. Anti-aging medicine is legitimate field. Research into extending human lifespan. Cellular repair, genetic therapy. Scientists work on this. Ethical research, regulated trials, hoping to defeat aging naturally. But Villa Eternus wasn't doing research. They were doing harvesting, taking youth from unwilling donors, transferring it to paying clients. Ancient concept, modern execution. Dr. Helena Vulov understood biology. Aging is cellular degradation, she explained to patients during consultations. Your cells accumulate damage, DNA mutations, telomere shortening. But young cells are pristine, fresh. If we introduce young cells into aged body through transfusion, transplantation, injection, we can reverse aging process. This wasn't entirely wrong. Science showed young blood had rejuvenating effects on old mice. Stem cells from young donors helped repair aged tissue. The research was real. But ethical research uses voluntary donors, consenting adults, regulated procedures. Volkov's clinic used kidnapped teenagers, non-consenting victims, illegal harvesting. We need specific blood types, Volkov told her procurement team during meeting Interpol later obtained through surveillance. Specific genetic markers, optimal age 16 to 22, peak cellular health before lifestyle damage accumulates. Find them, bring them here, pay whatever necessary. The procurement network was international. Recruiters in Eastern Europe, South America, Southeast Asia, targeting vulnerable youth, runaways, orphans, street kids, people nobody would immediately miss. We offer modeling opportunities, recruiters said. International contracts, Switzerland, high pay, all expenses covered. Just sign here. Victim signed, excited, hopeful. Flew to Switzerland. Met at airport by clinic representatives, driven to Villa Eternus, then imprisoned in underground facility 60 m beneath the clinic. Soundproof, climate-controlled, escape impossible. Should doctors who harvest organs from kidnapped victims face death penalty? Comment Y or N. The underground facility was medical nightmare. Holding cells, 40 rooms, each with bed, toilet, nothing else. Medical evaluation rooms, complete lab equipment, blood typing, tissue matching, genetic analysis, surgical suites, 12 operating rooms for harvesting procedures, crematorium, industrial incinerator for disposing bodies when donors were no longer viable. We keep donors alive as long as useful, Bulov explained to staff. Average donor provides 6 to 8 procedures. Blood transfusions, bone marrow extraction, organ harvesting, then disposal. We maintain pipeline of new donors. Always fresh supply. The 230 victims over 8 years meant continuous kidnapping. Average 30 victims per year, held for 6 months to 2 years depending on how many procedures they survived. Some died during first harvest, some lasted longer. None survived. What happens to donors after final procedure? New staff member asked during orientation. They are cremated, senior staff replied. Medical waste disposal completely incinerated. No traces, no evidence. The patients, 147 ultra-wealthy recipients, had varying knowledge of truth. Some knew exactly what they were receiving. Organs from young, healthy, non-consenting donors. They paid extra for that, knowing it was murder, not caring. Others were told a modified truth. These are stem cells from ethically sourced donors. Volunteers compensated fairly, everything legal. But even willfully ignorant patients should have questioned. $50 million treatments. Secretive Swiss clinic. No published methodology, no peer review, red flags everywhere. They didn't question because they didn't want to know. The Interpol investigation began with missing persons pattern. Special Agent Thomas Keller noticed clusters, young people vanishing from Eastern Europe, always near recruitment events, always offered international opportunities. Over 5 years, 47 cases, all connected to modeling agencies that led back to Swiss addresses. Keller investigated, found agencies were fronts, shell companies registered to Villa Eternius. This clinic is recruiting young people, Keller reported, but not for employment. They are disappearing. We need to investigate. Switzerland was problematic. Banking secrecy, privacy laws, wealthy clientele. Villa Eternis had political protection. Local authorities were hesitant. We need evidence. Swiss Federal Police said can't raid prominent medical facility based on suspicion. Interpol needed inside information. They found it from unexpected source. Dr. Marcus Webb, American physician recruited by VA Etern, worked there 6 months, became horrified by what he witnessed. Contacted Interpol. They are murdering young people, Webb told Keller. Harvesting organs, blood, marrow. I've participated in procedures under duress. Threatened if I refused, but I can't continue. I need to expose this. Webb provided evidence, procedure logs, patient files, donor records showing 230 victims over 8 years, photos of underground facility, everything Interpol needed. We need a raid, Keller decided. But timing is critical. If we breach during procedures, patients on operating tables could die. If we wait, more donors die. We need perfect moment. Webb provided intelligence. Procedures happen Tuesdays and Thursdays. 12 operating rooms, 12 simultaneous procedures. Donors are anesthetized. Patients are anesthetized. Everyone vulnerable. Best time to raid is early morning before procedures start. But that risked Volkov destroying evidence, executing donors, fleeing. Interpol needed element of surprise during moment of maximum evidence during actual procedures. We raid during operations, Keller decided. Secure facilities. Prevent anyone from harming patients or donors. Arrest all staff. Document everything in progress. How long does a typical Interpol medical facility raid take? A 30 seconds. B 3 minutes. C 10 minutes. Answer at the end. November 7th, 10:47 a.m. Operation Eternal Night launched. VA Eternus appeared peaceful. Beautiful building, mountain views, nothing suggesting horror beneath. Swiss Federal Police tactical units surrounded property. Interpol agents positioned. Ambulances staged, international arrest warrants ready. They'd coordinated with multiple countries because patients and staff were from 17 nations. Extradition agreements necessary. All units breach. 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 Tactical teams entered from multiple points. Front entrance. Service entries. Underground access through mountain tunnel. Overwhelming force. Interpol. Pulitzer. Everyone freeze. Hands visible. Staff in the clinic's upper levels surrendered immediately. Receptionists, administrators, not knowing about underground operations, shocked by raid. But underground was different. Dr. Vulov was in operating room mid-procedure transplanting liver from 19-year-old Romanian girl into 74-year-old German billionaire. Both on tables, both anesthetized, both vulnerable. Tactical team burst in. Interpol, stop the procedure. Step away from patients. Volkov looked up. Calm. If I stop now, both die. Patient will bleed out. Donor is already compromised. Let me finish. Then you can arrest me. The tactical commander faced impossible choice. Let Volkov complete illegal organ transplant to save both lives or stop procedure potentially killing both. How long to complete? Commander asked. 30 minutes. Suturing, closing, stabilizing. I can finish if you let me. Do it. But my officers watch. You make any move to harm either person, we intervene. Volkov worked under God's supervision, completing transplant. Professional, precise. Despite knowing her career was ending, her freedom was ending. She worked to save both lives. In adjacent operating rooms, similar scenes. 12 procedures in progress. 12 tactical teams watching. 12 surgeons completing operations under arrest. This is surreal, one officer said. Guarding illegal surgery, making sure it succeeds so we can arrest everyone afterward. After procedures completed, patients and donors were stabilized. Moved to secure medical facility. Swiss hospital under guard. All 24 people, 12 patients, 12 donors survived. Dr. Volkov was arrested in operating room, still wearing surgical scrubs, blood on her gloves. Dr. Helena Volkov, you're under arrest for murder, kidnapping, organ trafficking, conspiracy, and crimes against humanity. I extended lives, Volkov said. Gave patients additional decades. That's medical achievement, not crime. You murdered 230 people to do it, agent replied. That's mass murder, not medicine. The underground facility was documented, holding cells with 40 victims, waiting for procedures, terrified, malnourished. Some had been there 2 years. Medical labs, surgical suites, crematorium with remains still inside. Evidence of 230 murders. How many bodies in the crematorium? Forensic team asked. Cremated remains mixed together, forensic experts said. Impossible to separate. DNA analysis shows at least 17 individuals in current ash. Rest were probably disposed previously. If you believe wealthy patients who knowingly receive murdered victims' organs deserve equal punishment, type SWAT signal. The international prosecutions were complex. Patients from 14 countries, staff from 12 countries, victims from 23 countries. Everyone had different legal systems, different extradition treaties. Coordination nightmare. Switzerland took lead. Dr. Vulov faced Swiss court charged with 230 counts of murder, plus kidnapping, organ trafficking, conspiracy, fraud. Her defense. I was conducting medical research. Patients consented to experimental procedures. Donors were compensated volunteers. If procurement team broke laws I wasn't aware, I'm scientist, not criminal. You operated crematorium. Prosecutor said. Disposed of 230 bodies, called them medical waste. These were human beings murdered for their organs. You directed everything. Evidence was overwhelming. Webb's testimony, facility documentation, victim testimony from 40 survivors, patient records showing illegal transplants, jury convicted on all 230 murder counts, sentencing, life imprisonment, no parole, plus 400 years consecutive, forfeit of all assets, villa attorney seized, sold, proceeds to victim compensation. You perverted medicine, judge said. Used healing knowledge to justify killing. Murdered 230 young people to extend lives of wealthy elderly. You're not doctor. You're executioner with medical degree. The 147 patients faced varying charges. Those who knew they were receiving organs from murdered victims, 47 of them faced murder conspiracy charges. Extradited to Switzerland, tried. 32 convicted. Sentences 20 to 40 years. The German billionaire who received liver during raid got 35 years. I knew she was unwilling donor, he admitted. I didn't care. I wanted to live longer. That's all that mattered. Patients who claimed ignorance faced lesser charges. Receiving stolen property, participating in illegal medical procedures, some acquitted, some convicted with lighter sentences, 10 to 20 years. But all 147 patients faced same consequence: revocation of treatments. Swiss Medical Board ordered reversal of all illegal procedures, organs removed where possible, blood filtered, stem cells destroyed. You benefited from murder. Medical Ethics Board ruled. You don't get to keep those benefits regardless of health consequences. Many patients died. Their bodies couldn't survive reversal. They'd relied on young organs, young blood. Without them, they deteriorated rapidly. 34 patients died within 2 years. Justice through biology. The 40 surviving donors rescued from underground facility faced long recovery. Physical injuries from procedures, psychological trauma from captivity. Some had multiple organs removed, bone marrow repeatedly harvested, blood drained weekly. I thought I was going to modeling job. One 19-year-old Romanian girl testified. Woke up in cell. They took my kidney, my bone marrow, my blood over and over for 18 months. I wanted to die. Then Interpol came. Support services provided medical care, reconstructive surgery where possible, therapy, financial compensation from Volkov's seized assets, average $8 million per survivor, didn't heal trauma, but helped rebuild. Families of 230 killed donors received compensation, $8 million each. Some families sued patients who'd received their children's organs. Civil cases, wrongful death. Additional millions awarded. Medical community faced reckoning. How did Volkov operate for 8 years undetected? Why weren't peer reviews demanded? Why didn't anyone question $50 million treatments with no published methodology? We assumed wealthy people were funding legitimate research. One medical journal editor admitted, "We didn't investigate closely." That's failure. We've implemented new verification protocols, international medical boards strengthened oversight, mandatory audits of anti-aging clinics, surprise inspections, source verification for all biological materials, enhanced penalties for organ trafficking. Switzerland closed banking secrecy loopholes that protected Volkov. We can't be haven for medical murderers. Government spokesperson said privacy doesn't protect crime. Villa Eternis was demolished. 2 contaminated by horror. Underground facility filled with concrete sealed. Memorial built on site. Names of 230 victims. They were young. They deserved life. They were stolen to extend lives of those who'd already lived long enough. Dr. Marcus Webb, whistleblower who exposed operation, entered witness protection. His testimony convicted Volkov and 47 patients. Cartels and wealthy criminals wanted him dead. New identity, new country, safe but isolated. I participated in procedures, Webb told Interpol during debriefing. Under duress, but I participated. That guilt stays with me. Exposing Volkov doesn't erase my complicity. You saved 40 lives, Keller told him. Stop future murders. That counts for something. Does it? Or am I just accomplice who got scared? No answer satisfied. Webb lives with his choices and his courage. Both are true. The 12 patients who were under anesthesia during raid survived procedures but faced charges. Receiving organs from murdered donors tried, convicted, sentenced to 25 to 40 years each. We were unconscious when raid happened, one claimed. How is that our fault? You scheduled the procedures, prosecutor replied. You knew what you were receiving. You're guilty. All 12 donors survived. 2. Rescued mid-age harvest. Organs returned where possible. Young bodies proved resilient. All recovered. All testified. All helped convict the patients who tried to steal their organs. Here's the answer. Most Interpol medical facility raids take approximately 3 minutes to secure above-ground areas. Operation Eternal Night took 47 minutes to secure entire Villa Eternus complex, including 60 deep underground facility with 12 simultaneous surgeries in progress. The extended time was necessary because tactical teams had to supervise completion of procedures to prevent patient and donor deaths, while simultaneously securing 40 additional captive donors and documenting massive crime scene. Every minute required careful balance between law enforcement objectives and medical ethics. Think about that. 47 minutes securing facility, while 12 illegal organ transplants completed under guard supervision, making arrest while keeping everyone alive. Perfect execution of impossible ethical dilemma. Could you supervise illegal surgery to completion? Would you trust surgeons under arrest to prioritize patient welfare? 3 questions. Should patients who receive organs from murdered donors face murder charges? Do you believe other longevity clinics are operating similar schemes? If you could extend your life 20 years by using unwilling donors' organs, would you? Hit like if you stand with Dr. Marcus Webb, who risked everything to expose medical murder. With Agent Keller, who coordinated the most complex medical facility raid in Interpol history. With the 40 survivors who escaped harvesting hell. Subscribe to SWAT Signal, where we expose medical vampirism, where we prove that extending life by stealing it is murder, not medicine, where we honor agents who raid clinics of horror. When doctors become predators, SWAT Signal brings justice. Tactical precision. Zero tolerance. SWAT Signal. Shield or silence? Which side are you on? Dr. Helena Volkov is in Swiss maximum security prison. She'll die there. Her medical license revoked. Her clinic destroyed. Her name synonymous with evil. But 230 young people are still dead. Their organs harvested. Their lives stolen to extend lives of the wealthy. And 40 survivors carry scars, physical and psychological, that will never fully heal. Never trust medical miracles without evidence. Never ignore massive costs without questioning source. Never believe that extending one life justifies ending another. The signal went out 60 underground where youth was harvested and 230 people died, so 147 could live longer. Because Dr. Webb found his conscience and because Interpol proved that even in Swiss Alps, murder has consequences.